Hi everyone, hi, how are you all? Welcome to the first episode for Form 5 at Maths Chapter 1, which is circular measure. So before we start today's topic, if this is the first time, welcome to Teacher's Channel. My name is Teacher Veronica, and if you stay until the end of this lesson and you find this benefits you, do share this with a friend as well. And don't forget to comment the answers, because usually teacher asks questions and you can comment your answers and you might be featured in the next video. So for Form 5 KSSM, our first chapter is circular measure, and in this chapter you will be learning more on angles, the circle. Okay, so because previously when you learn about circles in Form 1, from between Form 1 to Form 3, you learned that this angle, okay, of circle, you usually write it in degrees, right? So usually you write, let's say this is theta, okay, so you will write it in degrees. So for example, your degree will be maybe 30 degrees, right? So this is how we learn. Our theta could be 72 degrees. So this is angle of a circle. So this part is called the radius, so I'm sure you all are aware of that, and this part is called the arc. Okay, so the first part for this lesson is we are going to learn about radian. So radian is actually the angle, okay, the angle that is subtended at the center, and we won't write in degree, we will write in rad, R-A-D, radian. Okay, so it's just a short form actually, R-A-D. So we all know that pi is actually equals to 180, right? So if 2 pi will be 360 degree. So the first thing is you need to know how to change radian to degree, or you need to know how to change degree to radian. So in both ways you need to know the formula. So there is a formula for this, and it's a very simple formula. The first one, if let's say you are going to change, okay, let's start with degree to radian. Let's say you're going to change degree to radian. So what you need to do is you need to times by pi over 180. Okay, so let's see how this works. So let me give an example. Let's say, okay, example, you are given 42 degrees. Okay, 42 degrees change to radian. Okay, so what you do is you take the 42 degrees and you times by pi over 180. Now pi, as I mentioned, was 180, but in this case what we are going to do is, okay, our pi, okay, if it is stated in the question, use pi 3.142, then we use pi 3.142. If not, you can always take your calculator. Okay, you can straight away key in the value. So you just take 42 times pi, okay, sorry, 42 times pi. So to press pi, you press shift and then you press exp. This is the symbol of pi here. Okay, pi, shift pi over 180. So can you see that you get in decimal 0.733? So we take up to at least 3 or 4 significant figures. So let me write the answer here. So our answer is 0.733 radian. Okay, so that means we have converted the degree into radian. Okay, let me give another one. Let's try. Let's say change 45 degrees 32 minutes. Okay, change 45 degrees 32 minutes. Okay, same way, write back the degree, 45 degree 32, and then times with pi over 180. Okay, so let's do this. 45 degree 32 minutes times pi over 180. So what do we get here? Okay, if you can see that it comes in this way, the answer, you just press back the degree button and you will get it in radian, 0.795. so let's take that, 0.795 radian. All right, so there's also a way for you to use your calculator to change it into radian mode, so that you can straight away get your answer. What you do is you click mode 1, 2, 3, 4 times, then you can see here RAD. So RAD is radian. Click 2. Okay, as you can see here, there's a small r. Yes, so that means this is already whatever answer that you're going to get. If you use calculator, you will straight away get in radian form. Okay, so now I'm just going to reset the calculator. Okay, so let me now show how to change radian to degree. So before this, we learned how to change degree to radian. Now let's do the opposite. So if let's say now you're going to change radian to degree, you need to multiply by the inverse. Okay, so you just memorize 1. Okay, just memorize degree to radian, which is times pi over 180. So when they ask for radian to degree, the opposite, you just times by 180 over pi. Okay, so let me give one example here. Okay, let's say you got 3.87 radian. Okay, they ask to change to degree. Okay, so first step, write 3.87 and multiply by 180 over pi. Okay, so key in the calculator exactly. So 3.87 multiply 180 over pi. Okay, so we get 221. Okay, when we get in this form, you immediately press the angle, okay, button, and we write it in degree and minutes like this. So 221 degree 44 minutes. Okay, so that's the answer, 221 degree 44 minutes. So it's actually very simple, right? It's very simple. Now let me just give one more example. Okay, let's say 0.74 radian, change to degree and minutes. Okay, so first step, 0.74 radian times by 180 over pi. So let's immediately just key in 0.74 times 180 over pi. So we will get 42 degree 23 minutes. Okay, if you can see here, there's 55 over here. So for now, we just take this 2 only. Okay, 42 degrees 23 minutes. Okay. Okay, so for now, I'm going to give just a few questions. All right, on this side, you can take 1 minute to write down the question, try and comment the answers, okay, in the comment section below. And if you're correct, okay, I will feature your name in the next video. Okay, now we have the question. So take a minute, try to answer this question, and you can comment in the comment section below. Before we proceed to the next topic, try to do this, pause this video, and then you can continue. Okay, I hope that you have written down your answers. Now let's move on to arc length of a circle. So arc length. So if you can see in this case, okay, I've drawn a circle. Let me just zoom a little bit for you. Okay. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, this in the middle will be the angle, okay, which is theta radian, and the arc length is this part, the length from A to B. So if we want to find the arc length of a circle, let's say this is S, okay, we write down this as S. Okay, to find the arc length, we take the radius. Okay, we times with theta, which is the angle. Okay, so this is the formula. So usually it's written as S equals to R theta. Okay, so now let's look at an example. Okay, now let's look at the examples. There's 2 examples here. Find the arc length S, okay, of the following sector. Alright, so S is the arc length, this part, the M and N. Okay, the length of MN. Now, so of course we know the step will be take the radius times with the angle. Okay, so let's take the radius. So as this radius for this one is 12 cm. Okay, 12 cm times with what is the theta here? 1.1 radian. So we just times with 1.1. So this is going to be very easy actually. 12 times 1.1, we get 13.2. So the answer is 13.2 centimeter because it's the length. Okay, cm, 13.2 cm. Now, Let's look at B. What is different for part B is that there is pi. For the theta, there's 5/6 pi radian. So the question has asked us to use the pi as 3.142. So now let's find the arc length. So S equals to the radius 5 cm times the theta, which is 5/6 pi. Okay, so now we have to substitute the value of pi as 3.142. Okay, so this one, just key in everything in calculator. 5 times 5/6 times 3.142 in bracket. So we will get 13.09. So we can write up to 4 significant figures. So it's going to be 13.09 cm. So that's all. So now, okay, this is the simple calculation for arc length. So the next part, I'm going to guide you on answering for a little bit tougher question for arc length of a circle. So before we go to the next part, okay, if you are new, and usually what teacher like to do is, teacher would prefer if you have your notebook or you have A4 paper and you do the workings, together with teachers, so that you can actually learn together and you will feel confident as well to answer this kind of question. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, now let's look at one question. Okay, this question we have to pay attention. Okay, so you can actually copy down the question, or later part you can review again this part and do the question by yourself. So for the first part, let me explain to you how to do this question. Okay, so let's read the information given first, okay? Because sometimes our reading skills, okay, when we read maths question, we have to interpret and we have to analyze what we are reading. Okay, so immediately when you read something, you just you can write down the information in your diagram. Okay, so let's go. Okay, looking at the diagram here, the diagram shows two sectors. So can you identify where the two sectors are? The two sectors are this one, POQ, okay, and ROS, this part. Okay, even without me reading this, okay, if you are just looking at the diagram, you should have already known these two sectors. Okay, the center is O. Given that the angle POQ is theta radian, so POQ means the angle O, okay, this part is theta radian. The length of the arc PQ, the length of the arc PQ is twice the length of the radius OQ. Okay, let me read again. The length of the arc, okay, PQ is twice the length of the radius OQ. Okay, so just make sure we understand that. And the length of OS is 7 cm. Okay, so at least now I know this one. Okay, this whole thing here, 7 centimeter. Alright, so can we work this part of the information as well before we find the value of theta? Okay, because number one, now if I want to find the value of theta here, I need this. I need to use this formula, S equals to R theta. But looks like in this case, we don't have any S, we don't have any length for both sectors, don't have. So I need to work only with the 7 cm. There's only one information here. Okay, now PQ is twice the length of radius of OQ. Can we find what is OQ? Is it possible? Okay, look, here is the whole thing is 7 cm. Okay, so if I want to know OQ, okay, what I'm going to do is, in this case, I'm going to let OQ equals to R. Just maybe R, okay, a letter, or you can put it as P or Q. So I'm going to write this as R. Maybe this is R, but I don't know the value. So what is going to happen to QS? QS will be 7 minus R. Okay, because the balance will be 7 minus R cm. Okay, so now since I know this is R, okay, this is, we are assuming, okay, we are assuming this is R. Okay, what will be arc of PQ? Because arc of PQ is twice the length of radius. So arc of PQ will be 2 times R. okay, because this is 2 times more, so this is 2r. Okay, so the length of arc PQ is 2r. Okay, so now at least I have the arc and I can actually find the value of theta. Okay, so now let's work. So length of arc, we got the S is 2r. Okay, 2r equals to r times theta. Okay, I hope you're following. Okay, so I'm using this part. Let me use this color. I'm using this, only this small sector. Okay, so I know the length is 2r. Okay, so that's why I write 2r. And what is the formula to find the arc? R times theta. So what is the r for this OQ? Here is r, so that's why I write r. What is the theta? The theta is theta, so r times theta. Okay, so now I think you can proceed. If you can see here, r and r we can cancel off. Okay, and we are left with theta equals to 2. So actually theta is 2 radian. So part A completed. Okay, now let's go to part B. Part B says that asks us to find the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, shaded region means in this case, okay, we are going to find the perimeter for here. Okay, PR, RS, SQ and PQ. Okay, the whole thing, even though it's inside. Okay, because usually the perimeter that we learn, yeah, that if it's within, you don't have to find, but here we will find everything. Okay, so let me write. So in this case, perimeter here is going to be, I need to find PR plus arc of RS plus SQ plus arc of PQ. So we need to plus all of this. Okay, do we have the value of PR? PR here is same as QS. Okay, so this both same value, so I'm just going to write 7 minus R plus 7 minus R. Okay, so I'm doing for this PR and SQ, so both this found already. Now arc of RS. Arc of RS we can actually find. Okay, but before that, can we write down the arc of PQ, because PQ just now we already found, which is 2R. Okay, so we plus with 2R, plus 2R, so that means arc of PQ done. Now just the arc of RS. Okay, let me do at the side here. Arc of RS is actually R times theta. So the R for the whole thing here is 7. 7 times theta. Theta is 2. So 7 times 2 is 14. So arc of RS is 14. So plus 14. Okay, so done. Now we just expand, or open up the bracket and plus everything. So 7 minus R plus 7 minus R plus 2R plus 14. Okay, so 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 14. So I'm going to collect all the integers to one side and the one with letters to the other side. So negative R is negative 2R plus 2R. So here minus and plus will cancel off. So we are left with 28 centimeter. So our perimeter of the shaded is 28 centimeter. So now, okay, teacher is going to give you a question. Try it out and let teacher know in the comment, and I'll feature the correct answer in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You enjoyed learning AddMath. Don't forget to practice AddMath every single day. Okay, and until I see you in the next video, and I'll be giving you the question in this section right now. So you can try this question. Okay, you can take a picture, you can take a screenshot, try it out and write the answer in the comment section below. So I hope the first two subtopic of this circular measure help. So we will go, you can watch the next area or sector of a circle in the next video. So like this video, comment, and also I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.